Hello and welcome. Today we're installing a Craven Speed 15% reduction pulley. As you'll see in this clip, we'll do a comparison before we remove the existing stock factory pulley. Next, look at this in all its beauty. Isn't that wonderful? Alright, in this clip I'm unwrapping the bolt for the puller. I'm not using the anti-seize, that pack there. What I'll be using is grease. Applying grease to the threads, that's going to help it and prevent it from galling. As you see here, I'm threading it into the puller. Look at that puller. Craven Speed, they sell a full kit. I would recommend getting a full kit. It's going to come with your puller, belt, one-step Kohler spark plugs, and your reduction pulley. On the front shaft of the Supercharger, there's a plastic cap/plug. You're going to need to remove that. As you see here, that's what it'll look like. So your passenger side ground strap that goes on your engine mount, it's the same thread pitch as that hole, and it's not too long. So you're going to thread that in there, because when you use the tool, you don't want to damage the end of the Supercharger. Make sure your bolt is flush with your puller. Put a little bit of grease on there. Get your puller on there. Going to thread the bolt till it bottoms out on the bolt head that we put in before the puller. This is a double reassurance here. I heard horror stories about the puller twisting and coming off the pulley. So I'm going to wrap that around and lock and clamp it down, and that's going to hold that puller tight on that pulley. Okay, so next, using my 1/2-inch impact with a 19mm socket. Make sure we're going in the forward position. And just like that, comes off nice and easy. We're going to unthread our bolt for our ground strap to engine mount. Put that back with your ground. Next, with the provided collar, slide the collar on the Supercharger. Once it's slid all the way back, get some blue Loctite for your 4 bolts that are going to mount the pulley to the collar on the Supercharger. Okay, here we're going to use a 4mm hex head socket. Alright, so we're going to line up the bolt holes and start threading the provided bolts in. Now, with the old belt, you can wrap it around your pulley. Get a pair of vice grips, clamp down, get that belt nice and tight. And that'll help keep it from wanting to spin, so you can snug these up and get them ready for the torque wrench. When tightening the bolts, be sure to go in a crisscross pattern. That'll help make it pull and seat evenly. Alright, after snugging up the bolts, get your handy dandy torque wrench. I had this one set to 7 foot-pounds, which should equal out to roughly about 80 inch-pounds. Alright, she's all done. Next, going to service it and change the supercharger oil. That's going to be another day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Smack that like button and subscribe.